Hello everyone, I'm Mr. Rubik, and this is a tutorial video where I'll show you how to download the launcher from the Play Store, how to use the N3D launcher properly, and what its main features are. First, to download the launcher, you need to go to the Play Store and search for N3D launcher. As you can imagine, I couldn't call it 3DS launcher because of copyright reasons, so I decided to name it N3D launcher. N as a small nod to Nintendo, and 3D as a nod to the 3DS style experience. Once you find the launcher, you just need to download it and wait for the installation to finish. After the launcher is installed, simply open it and wait a few seconds. The first thing you'll see is a disclaimer explaining that this launcher is not an official Nintendo product. After that, you may notice that the launcher stays still for a moment because it needs to load several elements. Don't worry, you'll see a loading bar showing that everything is being prepared. I also want to mention one of the biggest changes in the Play Store version. As you can see, this version is compatible with the AYN Thor, but not only with the AYN Thor. It also supports gamepads, foldable devices, and regular Android devices as I'm showing you right now. With that clear, let's take a look at the launcher interface. At first glance, it may look very similar to the web version, but I can already tell you that several screens have been completely rebuilt. For example, the log app has been remade from scratch, and now it shows much more useful information related to your launcher activity. Also, if you open the friend list app, you'll notice that this app has also been rebuilt from zero to make it much more visually attractive. Now, if we go to settings, you'll notice that there are many more options than before. One of the most interesting new settings is the icon pack option. Here, you can change the base icon pack just like I have done. I recommend choosing the one you prefer to make the launcher feel even more like a classic Nintendo style interface. There is also a new setting where you can select your default emulators. This is important because this version of the launcher supports GBA, DS, DSi, GBC, and 3DS games. Since it supports different platforms, I understand that many of you may use different emulators depending on the system. This is where you can configure which emulator should be used by default for each case. There is also a backup setting which allows you to back up your main launcher settings. And finally, one of the most interesting settings is Nearby Mode. Nearby Mode is basically my own version of Street Pass, but I've called it Nearby Pass. The way it works is simple, and I'll show you right now. You just need to activate it, and if there are two devices running the N3D launcher with Nearby Pass enabled, they will be able to detect each other and register each other as friends. As you know, there is also a Me Editor app. From there, you can configure your own Me. If I open it now, you can see that I already have my own Me created. I really recommend spending some time customizing this because it makes the whole experience feel much more personal. Once your Me is configured, if you get close to another device with Nearby Pass enabled, that device will be registered as a friend. And you may be wondering, where can you see those registered friends? For that, I've added a new app called Nearby Plaza. If you open it, you'll see the registered Me there along with its information. I want you to think about the possibilities of this feature. Imagine walking around with your AYN Thor and registering friends from different places, just like we used to do with the 3DS. That said, I need to clarify that this feature is currently in beta. It works, but because of Google's permission restrictions, it is still quite limited for now. I'll keep improving and expanding this functionality in future versions. Continuing with the tutorial, I've also improved the app editing system. Now, you can organize your apps more easily, customize them better, and I've also improved some animations. The individual menu for each app has also been improved, so from there you can adjust the launcher and make it feel more personal. Finally, I want to review the emulation games section so you can register the games you want to launch from the launcher. You just need to select the folder where your games are stored, as I'm doing here. Once that is done, the games will appear inside the launcher. After the games are registered, you only need to press open. If you have the correct emulator installed, the game will open automatically, making the experience feel much more like a real console. There are more things included in this version, but I think these are the most important ones. I hope you like the launcher. If you have any suggestions, feel free to leave them in the comments. See you in the next video. Ciao!